Craig.
Yeah.
There's something that keeps coming to mind.
I'm all ears.
Thank you, Twain. You know, when you finally meet all your goals and achieve all your dreams, doesn't life become boring knowing that you have little or nothing to look forward to achieving?
Kate, sincerely, I think I have an exceptional opinion to that because I believe that there is always something to look forward to achieving even when your dreams come true. Take our work at Lamata, for instance. We have rehabilitated roads, provide alternative public transport for Lagos road users, created jobs, and even brought down the cost of travel within the city. And I ask you, have we stopped there?
Far from it. So on today's show, we throw a spotlight on some of the areas that Lamata has continued to serve you diligently through the BAS franchise scheme, BFS, around the Ikotu, Igondo, Iyana-Ipaja, Maryland axis of the state and its recent improvements.
I am Obafemi Craig.
I am Kate Harmony. First, we'll take the news update.
Welcome and thank you for joining us on the news update on Lamata FR. The vision of delivering a multimodal integrated public transport system that will fully complement the rising socioeconomic status of Lagos State as a megacity and the economic hub of West Africa is achievable. Dr. Dayo Mobriola, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority Lamata, stated that the implementation of a strategic plan to achieve the vision has already commenced across the various subsectors of the state transportation system. He noted that the state government has demonstrated so much commitment towards achieving the vision in the last 8 years with the continuous upgrade of public transport infrastructure and implementation of new ones in different parts of the state as mapped out in the Strategic Transport Master Plan. He said some of these efforts had culminated in the implementation of the ongoing Blue Line Light Rail project along Okukumaiko to Marina, the BAS Rapid Transit Extension from Mile 12 to Ikorodu Town, upgrade of the existing BRT system from Mile 12 to CMS, reconstruction of major roads under the declared road network, execution of different public transport, enhancing studies and researches, among other public transport projects on waterways. Dr. Mobriola assured that Lamata as a public transport planning, implementing, regulating and franchising institution remain focused to deliver a transportation system that will make the state a truly smart and livable city where public transport system will be the best and preferred option for commuting. The Transforming Irrigation Management in Nigerian team, Streaming, a World Bank-funded project under the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, has commended the leadership qualities and systems put in place in the management of Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata. Engineer Peter Manjuk, leader of a 12-man team from the ministry, made this commendation last week in Lagos during a 2-day learning and knowledge-sharing visit to Lamata to understudy its processes and systems as a partly funded World Bank organization. Engineer Manjuk, while sharing his enthusiasm after the various learning and knowledge-sharing sessions, noted that Lamata, as a World Bank partly funded agency, has been able to establish itself as a foremost learning and knowledge hub in Nigeria and beyond because of its track records of high successes in implementing and managing projects. He said the lessons learned and experiences gained during the 2-day visit will be brought to bear in delivering on the team's assignment as a specialized project with the responsibility of strengthening institutional arrangements for integrated water resources management and improved delivery of agricultural services in selected large-scale public schemes in some northern states in Nigeria. During the 2-day visit, sessions were held on Lamata procurement system, focusing on World Bank approved standard on procurement methods for works, goods, equipment and consultancy services on World Bank funded projects and the result of long-standing leadership and building teams using Lamata as a case study for the development of state's transport sector. And that ends the news update.
Basically, what Lamata does is to coordinate public transportation in Lagos State, and we came up with a transport master plan.
Developed together with the World Bank, the objective of this plan is finding long-lasting solutions for the problem of transportation in Lagos. Currently under its first steps of development, the plan has already proven itself a big success, dramatically increasing the connectivity in a city in continuous expansion and enjoying an unparalleled demographic and economic growth.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we provide the necessary infrastructure to meet the growth, to improve the quality of life, to improve the standard of living, and to make Lagos a vibrant and livable city in years to come.
Lamata, keeping Lagos moving.
This week we have some certain tips that can help both the joggers and the walkers and other road users, i.e. the drivers, to be aware that this phenomenon is rising. I'm sure some of us that have read newspapers lately would know that there's a certain bridge in Lagos that they've called the Jogging Highway. And a lot of people are getting excited just to go and join there and stuff. Anyway, if you are a walker or a jogger, certain things you must put in place. First one, plan your route very properly. It means plan your journey. Which roads do you want to jog on? Ensure that the road itself is safe in terms of a safety point of view. Number two, don't choose a route that is busy with traffic. The third one, don't choose too narrow a road. You never know. There could be some jealous drivers on the road. They would love to do what you're doing, but they can't for whatever reason that they have. And so if you're backing them and you're occupying the road space because the road is narrow and you've chosen to be having a chat with your partner that you're doing a jog or walk with, the driver can come and hit you. So what should you do to avoid that circumstance? Always face traffic when you're jogging or you're walking on the road so you can see the vehicle coming in front of you and make avoidance of that collision. The most important for you and for everybody else is that you must be seen on the road, whether you're walking or you're jogging. And how do you do that? Make sure you wear light-colored clothes. This you see here is very important, especially for those that decide to walk early in the morning or late in the evening. This is very reflective, and the purpose of this is to ensure that other road users, i.e. drivers, can see you. The good thing about this is the fact that you can actually keep your iPod, you can keep your phone, you can keep your keys inside here so that it's not distracting you. Because any kind of distraction takes your concentration away from what you're doing on the road. And the other one that you can use, I'll show you. This reflective band. Very flexible, useful. And what do? Very simple. Slam it on your arm like that. As you're walking along, any driver will see this at any time of the day. Another way you can use this is to use it on your leg like that. On that note, I know you take our safety tips very seriously. So for now, as I'm jogging, keep safe.
The bus franchise scheme, BFS, is one of the reasons public transport in the Kotun-Igondo, Iyanakpaja, Maryland axis of the state has improved for the better. Since its takeoff in 2009 with 50 buses, the scheme has recorded milestones with hundreds employed as bus pilots, officers, inspectors, and ticket agents. The scheme has carried over 30 million passengers to date.
The change in management of the BFS operations a while ago further boosted its recorded success.
And we didn't stop there. Recall that a few months ago, passengers on the bus franchise scheme BFS began to enjoy a more pleasant travel experience. What were the improvements made? How did they affect operations? And what are the plans on ground to exceed the present level of competence in serving you?
Come see for yourself as we go on the move.
In the right direction of keeping Lagos moving, we are at the bus franchise scheme depot at Ikotun, where we visited some months ago to get an update of the work being done. We'll be speaking with the managing director, Cape Trust Investment Limited, the managers of the BFS scheme, who will be giving us an update of their operations.
We came in about 200 days ago, and we met. I mean, you saw the situations when we came in, but to the glory of God, with the help of Lamata, 25 buses have been refurbished by Lamata with the approval of the MD of Lamata. And on our own side, we have also done 5 of these buses. And right now we have over 32 buses fully refurbished on the corridor. However, you can see that we still have some of these buses, and progress is still going on additional 2, and we are hoping that in the next couple of days this will join the fleet.
Okay, let's go back to refurbishing the old buses. What were the challenges you went through refurbishing them?
Well, like I always say, I don't think it's something that is so difficult.
Okay.
When we came in, we said this is something that we know we can do very well. Okay. And luckily for us, we have the cooperation of the people, Lamata, and I used to this medium to thank the MD of Lamata, Dr. Muberola. He's been very, very supportive, and it's been very encouraging. In fact, 25 of those buses were actually done by them, and we only did the supervision to ensure that they are roadworthy, and they are also certified by the VIO, and all these vehicles, have already been certified that they are roadworthy. We have the certificates and everything. So we on our own also did additional 5 to complement that effort. And you can still see that, like I said, we are still doing, and we hope that the entire 50 will still go back to the corridor, because we see that our people must enjoy good service. Exactly. And that is what the state is committed to. And if you look at the vision of the states concerning transportation, the Lagos State government is sure, and they are committed to provide safe, clean, effective, and very neat transportation for Lagosians. And those are the things we are committed to deliver. And you have seen it in our 200 days here, and those are the things we have done so far.
So any maintenance plans, now they have been refurbished, how do you ensure that they don't just break down and are left or abandoned here?
Okay, what we have also done is, when we came in, we did staff rationalization, and we have also ensured that things that are actually to make this work effectively is to look at their maintenance plan. We have put a very sound maintenance structure in place. We have those who are the towing of those buses when they break down on the corridor. We also have plans we also have our mechanics are professionally trained, and these are Ashok buses, and a lot of them have gone to Ashok for training. Von Automobile is also of great help to us. Okay. They've been helping in training and retraining, and even our drivers are undergoing trainings. And every weekend we structure training for our drivers.
Lagos is a big place, it's a metropolis, and we need more buses to ply on our roads because transportation is a need that has to be met. So any plans? Okay,
we already have approval to deploy 10 new buses, making it 42. Okay. Coupled with, but the refurbishment of the grounded ones are still ongoing. And we also have an idea we have a vision to replace the old fleet. we want to do the replacement in stages of 10-10 as we go, so that we will be able to, manage those that program effectively. However, the commuters are also asking us because they enjoy the service and they feel they want to go beyond where they are currently looking at, and that discussion is already going with Lamata, so that they can also, get a better ride to their various offices.
Thank you very much, Mr. Juwon Oshibanjo, for this time out in your depot. Thank you so much. I think it's time for us to visit the commuters to know their experiences, if they have comments, suggestions, observations, or even complaints to make towards the scheme. It's all for the betterment of the program and transportation in Lagos State. What has been your experience using the bus franchise scheme?
Okay, well, it's been incredible actually. Like the government actually they are trying, because before we never had enough buses, but now we have enough buses that are going to Ikeja every day. Enough buses. Like we don't have passengers queuing up like much again. So like before. So we have enough, but like as you can see now we have Yanokwaja coming already, and there's no queue at Ikeja.
So it means there's been some level of improvement.
Exactly, yeah.
Ó rọrùn ṣùgbọ́n go slow ti gba gbogbo ẹ̀kún tó la bá wọ̀ nsìn ká tó lè dé Mushin a máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ kò sí Mushin ó dẹ̀ dáa pé kí wọ́n gbé dé Mushin fún wa kó lè rọrùn Ọlọ́run ṣàánú ó ṣàánú torí Ọlọ́run ló ṣe kì í ṣàwọn Ọlọ́run ló ṣe.
It's been wonderful, especially the one going to Ikeja. When you come in the morning, you have a lot of buses, but we still need more buses to, more buses to move.
Did you notice that an extra 25 buses were added?
Yes.
And how has it been? Tell me, how has it been for you?
It has been helpful because compared to the small buses, this particular one is easy, and then it's cheaper and is available.
It's more convenient and it's cheaper.
Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail lines, pedestrian.
We have spoken with the Managing Director, Cape Trust Investment Limited, Mr. Juwon Oshibanjo, and it's evident that the process of enhancing and providing a public transportation for people of Alimosho local government area is on course. We've also spoken with the commuters, people who use the scheme every day. We have heard their concerns and would like to let you know that the Lagos State government, through Lamata, will stop at nothing until an adequate, safer and convenient public transportation is provided for the people of Alimosho local government and for Lagos State generally. I am Kate Harmony. The program continues in a moment. Stay with us. The thing wey Oyinbo people they call bus franchise scheme, na im be the transport scheme wey Lagos State government plus Lamata don't put for grant for Lagos State people. The one for the people of Ikotu, Egondo, Eyanokpaja, Maryland, na im dey ground so. The last time when we visit BFS garage for Ikotu, now only small Shinkli buses remain for road. But now, better don't come. Lamata don't put more buses for road. And very soon, you know, go take, then go add more. The part of work where Lagos State government plus Lamata they do, now to make sure, say, all the wahala where would they get for public transport for Lagos State, it go end.
Ohun tí àwọn òyìnbó ń pè ní bus franchise scheme ni ètò ọkọ̀ èrò tí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àti iléeṣẹ́ Lamata àti ṣe sílẹ̀ fún lílò àwọn ènìyàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Èyí tí ó wà fún agbègbè Ìkọ̀tún, Ìgàndò, Ìyànàpájà àti Maryland ló wà nílẹ̀ báyìí. Nígbà tí a lọ ṣe àbẹ̀wò ibùdókọ̀ BFS ní Ìkọ̀tún, a rí pé àwọn ọkọ̀ èrò díẹ̀ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí, nǹkan ayọ̀ ti dé o. Lamata ti pèsè àwọn ọkọ̀ èrò míì láìpẹ́ wọ́n tún máa pèsè ìmíì sí. Iṣẹ́ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àti iléeṣẹ́ Lamata ní láti rí wípé wàhálà lórí ètò ọkọ̀ èrò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ó dí òpin àbí ó láti dópin.
As we continue our work at Lamata to keep Lagos moving, you remain our ears and our eyes on Lagos roads and streets. So if you see or experience anything that inspires questions, comments, or suggestions, kindly send them. We have the following comments from our Facebook page. The first one is from Jimo Amusa, and he says, God will continue to bless Lamata.
Yeah.
And we have another one from I Am Kings Ogechi, and he says, Lamata, always #keeping Lagos moving. Thank you so much, Jimo and Ogechi, for your comments.
The story of the bus franchise scheme continued progress is truly an inspiring one we're able to experience with you on Lamata FR today.
And we leave with the words of C. Joy Bell. The only way we can live is if we grow, and the only way we can grow is if we change. And because of you, the only change Lamata believes in is the change for the better. I am Kate Harmony.
I am Obafemi Craig. Lamata,
keeping Lagos moving.
Eko Akete, Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail lines, pedestrian